By the way, new merch dropped. Well, it's not super new, but merch dropped in my merch store. You can find it on the description of the YouTube website. It's on the Teespring website. You can get this t-shirt, you can get coffee mugs, stuff like that. All right, I'm gonna get myself warmed up. I'm just gonna start hitting the bag. I think that's the fastest way to warm up. Just start throwing your straight punches. I'm a little stiff today. I went to the gym yesterday. My arms are still feeling a little sore. And then this morning, I filmed a video, a martial art class video teaching martial arts. That's already up, okay? So between those two things, I'm a little stiff. All right, let's see if I can get loosened up. Oh yeah, I think it's maybe from the gym yesterday. I can feel it in my chest. I'm throwing these punches. So I'm like, yeah, I was at the gym lifting weights yesterday. I can feel that. I feel like I'm throwing real slow. I feel so stiff. From my workout yesterday, I'm still sore. Gonna do some jumping jacks. Ooh, I can feel stiff doing these jumping jacks. Run in place. I'm gonna run in place a little bit. Oh, hold on. Is this tight enough? Yeah, it'll be alright. Alright. I'm gonna throw just some low kicks. I haven't done any stretching or anything yet, so I'm just gonna throw some low kicks at the back. Don't want to go up very high yet, so I'm just warming up and not loose yet. Go a little high, but not much. Until I do my swing kicks and get loosened up. Alright, I'm gonna do my swing kicks. Try to loosen my hamstrings up. You swing up, swing your leg up. If you're not loose yet, it starts off going pretty low, that's natural. And then as you get going into it, your leg gets higher and higher. It's like the fastest way to get your hamstrings ready for throwing high kicks is doing these swing kicks. All right, do both sides. So you're just kind of gently ballistic stretching it. That's what you're doing by doing these. You go up gentle with it. All right, leg circles. Let me see what I can do here. You know, I'm a little bit sore today from yesterday's workout, but we'll see how it goes. All right. All right, see what I can do here. I feel a little slow. So like I said, for being sore, makes me feel slow. I'm not sure if I look slow or not, but I feel a little slow today. Leg kick, down kick. You wanna know that kick? Do a oblique kick. Aim for the inside of the knee. I got a new video that dropped on the channel today. Martial arts lesson, class number 1, where I teach martial arts moves. I filmed that this morning. So, let's see. Just went over some of the basics. You know, for a beginner, taught the most basic jab, cross punches, and your basic kicks. Drills to use to practice if you've never done it before. Taught how to throw turning round kicks, because you know some people, they've never done it. They don't really know how to throw their turning round kick. They get their pivot. They'll try to throw the turning round kick like this, with the toes still pointing forwards. You don't want to do that. There's too much pressure on your ankle, and you can't get any power really if your toes are facing forwards. You can't turn your hip over or anything. So you gotta make sure you pivot that foot you're standing on you kind of want to pointing for the most part away from where you're kicking. You know what I mean? If it's not something you know how to do, it's like I said in the video this morning, when to pivot, if you're having trouble, you're going, oh, that's not really twisting. Well, you're probably trying to do it flat-footed. You got to come up on the ball of your foot a little bit, lift your heel up some, and then you can easily twist around. Starting to feel a little bit looser. That's good. Maybe I better start picking this up some. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. Hope you all get to have a great meal with your families. Let's practice hook punches. I'm gonna do some hooks next. Who's with me? If you guys are new, hit that subscribe button, all right? Oh, by the way, you can get this t-shirt off my merch shop. Anyway, you're gonna throw hooks. Hooks only for a minute. Get some repetition in there. I want to get better at my lead hand hook. So the way to do that is to repetition. I like this too. Slip. Slip. I like doing it off of a slip because it winds you up, but you're not winding up for no reason. You're dodging his punch, coming back with a hook. But if you're not dodging, you're just throwing it. The slip's too much of a telegraph. Unless you're just doing this like crazy, you can do it from the way back. I guess that's one way you could do it. But, hey, you're gonna alternate between hitting the body and the head with this hook punch, okay? You know, for me, I don't usually lead with hooks. I usually lead with my jab and finish up with a hook. Just because I feel like the jab's less risky because it goes up faster and goes back faster. The hook, I don't know. To me, it feels like I'm at more of a risk of them landing something on me. But the hook also has higher reward because it's higher power. You know, you can get more power out of the hook than you can out of the jab. Alright, I'm going to switch into my other hand. Alright, so backhand hook punches. That's what we're going to practice next. I'll get back into kicks and stuff here in a minute. Just one of those things I wanted to get more practice on. Hooks. Gotta throw a few to the body too. Throw my bag back. Then you might be getting too far off camera. Hit subscribe if you're new, friends. Alright, I'm gonna change it up. I'm not sure what. I'm just gonna throw some random stuff real quick. See what it feels like coming out. One, two, body shot. Two strikes to the head, one to the body. You can drop him and get him in that liver. I was listening to an old clip of Joe Louis yesterday. Talking about how when he would go to the body, He was trying to either hit the liver or the heart. It's the first time I heard somebody say he punches somebody in the heart. It's an interesting thought. Never heard about that before. But I mean, because he hits somebody that lands and hits any organ, especially when it's vital, it's not going to be a good thing for the person receiving it. Let's see here. Elbow. Knee in, elbow. 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 Back and punch. Alright? And I'm matching this move right here. I've ended up way close on the inside, here in elbow range. I throw my elbow, my back fist, and I back up a little bit with the punch. The punch gets me back out so I can get to the outside quicker. If I don't want to stay in the pocket. Boom, I can still reach them, but gotta lean in and it's easier for me to get away. So, let's see. Sit. 4. Ooh. Which one do I want to do? Let's see here. Oh. All right. I want to work with the knee strikes a little bit too, so just trying to work on what kind of combo I want to do off the knees, right? You can tell I'm trying to figure it out right now. That's what I feel like doing. I don't want to just throw knees. I want to do it on combo, but I could just throw knees. There's more than one way to throw a knee, too. You got your up and in, just your up. You have your out from the side, where you kind of clip it from the side, almost like you're throwing a round kick, but you're hitting with your knee. You got that. You're straight in. You can also grab the bag and start throwing your knees. You can do it straight in or at an angle from the side. Do it either way. And of course, you got your jumping knees. Close to the window, I think. Yeah, you got a window there. Don't want to bring it into that. Do a few jumping knees. Now this bag, my knee goes into it, and I'm like, oh, I'm still there, I don't think an opponent would just be standing there when you threw the knee, so I don't think you're going to really have the risk of getting stuck with your knee up on somebody. That ain't going to happen. They're going to move forward, back to the side, or they're going to get hit and then back up. They're not just going to stand there with your knee. But the bag, it's there, so. Oh. And me, I can't help but throw something extra if I'm right up there in it. There's another kind of fun knee, jump knee, where you just jump straight up. It's easier to do off the bag. You bag burn with this one. You just jump straight up, bam, like that. And I think the idea with this one is you can get high enough and knee him in the chin. That's best. But you can also do some damage if you land in the solar plex in the chest. That works too. But just because the way it's coming straight up, I feel like it's best if you hit him in the chin. Chin. It's the whole reason you're jumping probably is you're wanting to get that knee to the head. Am I making it to the head? I don't know. About right there. About right there would be where my chin would be. I think I'm getting there. At least pretty close. Boom. 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 Got my chin there. Boom. Yeah, I think I got that. Who we got with us? How's it going, everybody? Hit the subscribe button if you're new. Let's get back on it. 1, 2, 1, swing kick. Back leg round kick. elbows. You got this too, right? If you're up close, get your spinning elbow. That can be fun. I'm not sure the best way to practice on the back, but a spinning elbow, it's a good one to do. You know, you got your karate taekwondo elbows, so they do stuff like this, which I don't see how I'd ever use something like that in a fight. Now, I might could just lift the elbow, you know, but this whole thing that they do in the kata, like, yeah, I don't think that's really a real thing. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, some of those katas in those old martial arts, they were made for a completely different mindset. Those weren't made for one-on-one fighting. I get this fighter across me. They were made for like battlefield fighting. Like, you're not squaring up with somebody. You get somebody here, somebody there, somebody there. They might not even all be fighting you. It might be a big group versus a big group. And their whole idea was, go take this guy out with something. They weren't even thinking about blocking. Not much. Yeah, they were. They taught blocks. But their idea was, take this guy out with something, then turn around and immediately take this next guy out. That's what the old school martial arts did. That's why their old traditional ways don't work very well for one-on-one combat sport fighting. You know, you got to tweak it and make it more like kickboxing, and then it will work for you. So. I still like this elbow back fist punch. I still love that. I'm in close. Elbow. Back fist punch. Punch. Just gonna do whatever, but I'm gonna do it from here. Because this move is fun. I'm gonna start with this move and add on. I felt like I might have got a little sloppy on that combo. Something doesn't happen when you're just going, you know? If you're just going and not really thinking about what you're going to throw, you just do it. Sometimes it will end up a little sloppy. But when you think about it, and set it up beforehand, and you already know you're going to throw 1, 2, 3, kick, you can probably do it without it being sloppy. Sometimes you have to go and just not think about it. You know? If you're in a fight or sparring, either one, you have to react to the other person. And you have to throw your strikes at whatever's open. It may not be the move you want to do or even the move you're thinking about doing. It might be different. It's based on what your opponent does. Which might explain why a lot of pro fighters, you watch the highlight reels, they're knocking somebody out, and their hands look like this. They're pulled down way down here when it should be up here protecting them. Sometimes they pay for that though. Sometimes they do. But I think that might explain why even the pros tend to drop their hands in their fight. Championship level people do it. It's crazy, but they do. And I think it might just be because they're just throwing what they see. They're not able to think about it as much as they're having to react. And so maybe they're not doing what they did in training, with their hands up. How's everybody doing this evening? Hope you're all gonna have a happy Thanksgiving. Hit that subscribe button, folks. I won't be here in the morning because I'm going to be enjoying Thanksgiving, eating lots of food. You gotta change it up on them sometimes. I usually do these workouts in the morning. It's the evening for me right now. I usually do them in the morning. Let me tell you something. For me anyway, you work out in the morning, you feel great the whole rest of the day. Higher energy levels the whole rest of the day if I work out in the morning. So some side kicks, shall we? I'm going to try to focus on making sure my technique is correct. And that the foot comes back the same way it goes out. Alright? See how it came back? You don't want to throw your side kick and drop it. If you do that, it's easier to catch your foot. Pull the side kick straight back. It's one of the reasons it's my favorite kick. It's very hard for people to catch it if you pull it back the way it came in. It's very hard. They might even get their hands on it. When it comes out of their hands, it comes back to you. Usually. It's not the easiest kick to catch. With a front kick, I'll say that might be the easiest one to catch. Front kick, you just let it barely miss you. Oh, got your foot. A round kick, people can catch a round kick by choosing to eat the kick and grab it. Or they can barely let it miss them and grab your foot too. But you can eat that kick and grab it, which I don't know if that's the best way, but maybe you eat the kick by blocking a little bit, and so you don't get the full impact. Might even want to use closed fist. You don't want to hurt a finger. Might even want to block it if you're wearing gloves. Might even want to block it with your closed fist. Maybe not. Maybe the palm. I'm not sure what the best way is. But you might want to even block it so you don't get the full impact, then catch the round kick. I don't know. I still say the best block is don't be there. Okay? They throw a strike at you. You don't want to get hit. Plain and simple. Round step. Let them go past you. You also, if you need to go the other way, you have a side step. Okay? Your sides, you're going in that direction, make sure you move that foot, okay? Because you should never ever cross your feet, right? You're off balance. So you want to go that way, it's like that. You can go back that way like that. And then you also have the round step where the back foot moves around, right? He's coming towards you. You go like this and let him go past you, you can be hitting him back in the head. I used to do it all the time in sparring. I wonder. Well, that's a little funky looking, but I just wanted to try it, right? Because I did this, and I thought, can I do it with a side kick? Kinda, sorta, but it's real funky. I want to do it a few more times, see if it stays funky. I think it is going to stay funky. That is weird. That is a weird one. You know, if you ever want to figure out something new, sometimes you got to try weird stuff, right? As long as you know you can land in a way you're not going to hurt yourself. You don't want to twist nothing, okay? So you have to be confident with what you're doing if you're trying something new. So, getting a little bit better at this weird move. It's like I'm faking the front kick and trying to throw the side kick with the other foot. It's so strange. I don't know if that'd be useful or not. But it's fun to try new things and figure out new moves you can do on the back. Hit subscribe if you're new, people. I have a training video that dropped this morning. Watch it if you're brand new to martial arts and you need to learn, okay? If you're not brand new to martial arts, or if you're just wanting to get fit, watch my workout videos. I have free fitness kickboxing videos. They're not like the live. The live, I'm in here, do whatever I want, right? On the workout videos, it's designed for you to follow along. So I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna say, so 1, 2, 3, 4, switch, kick, down kick, and you'll do that. And I'll tell you to go at your own pace. We also have a kickathon workout. It's fairly new. Where you did 460 kicks in about 40 minutes. We're going to do better than that next time. Next time we're going to do 1,000 within an hour. So I'm going to make my next kickathon way harder than the one I have up there now. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe if you want to see it. got merch in my merch shop. It is, the link is in my YouTube channel description. Got this t-shirt I'm wearing. Got coffee mugs, stickers. Anyway, it's only if you guys are interested in that. I don't really make anything from it. I kept the prices about as low as it would let me. Partially because I knew I was going to be the one buying the stuff, at least at first. So I'm like, the price is super low. Alright, so on the palm heel strikes, we're going to throw palm heel strike, kind of in a hooking motion almost, a little bit straighter. Or we might just do straight up hooks, but with the palms. Boss Rutan style. You know, Boss Rutan tells he doesn't really hit with the soft part. He hits the very bottom where there's the bone, right? Let's try some of those. Boss Rutan style palm strikes. You're throwing them like hooks, but with your palm. Feels a little weird, I have to say, doing it like that. I like the straight in palm strikes a little bit better. And now, back to the fist. Foot punches. Palm strike. Alternate. Rich hand strike. You don't know about rich hand strikes? That's a Taekwondo karate move for you. Rich hand strike, thumb stuck under, hitting with the meat of the hand there on the edge, on that bone. Your arm is bent, 90-degree angle. I like you can get them out of there kind of quick. You can go 1, 2, rich hand, 1, 2. Let's do that. Let's do that as if y'all are working out alone. Maybe you are. If you want to work out with me, you should click on one of the pre-recorded workout videos. If you guys want me to do a live video in the style of my pre-recorded workout videos, where I'm just leading a workout class, you guys let me know, because I'll do that if y'all ask me to. Otherwise, I'm going to do this, because I like being able to just go, do what I want, and talk, and also this way, I can come to respond to you guys in chat. Y'all aren't very chatty today, but seems to have been a decent amount of you guys stopping by, so hit that subscribe button. I'm going to throw some more side kicks. I'm going to throw with the other foot, so you can switch sides. Go over this side. You guys got to call me out on it. I'm going to drop that foot. If I throw my side kick and it just drops instead of pulling straight back, call me out on that, all right? So I'm trying to make sure I don't do that. I'm teaching all you guys not to do it. I better not be doing it. I'm going to pull this back more and kick it a little bit harder. So I'm going to put some more torque in my side kicks now. More torquing and making sure you turn your hip over. Instead of just throwing with your leg, you want to turn, your whole hip needs to turn over into it. So my other leg, if I'm just throwing my leg, it's like that. But if you turn your hip over, right, get that in. But then don't drop the foot, right? Back. See what I'm saying? All right. 1, 2, crescent kick, all right? 1, 2, outside crescent. Maybe 1 to the face, 2 to the solar plex, then crescent to the head. change up your target some. Maybe he'll move his hands and you'll land something. See that switch crescent? Switch your feet, but instead of the switch your arm kick, it's switch crescent. See, from this side, get a switch your kick, then switch, whoop, goes a fake. Goes a fake. And especially if you kick the leg. On this side, when he sees that switch, let's telegraph the switch kick. He thinks that switch kick is coming. But then, boom, right in the head. You guys with me? Cool. Alright, I want to do something a little different here. Get some resistance, alright? I got leg attachments also, but I'm just going to do the fist attachments for now. For the punches. Make my arms a little heavier. I might regret this tomorrow. You know, I said I was, at the beginning of this, that I was a little sore from going to the gym yesterday and lifting my weights. But you want to develop speed on your punches, it's good to use some resistance sometimes. The only thing about these bands with my gloves, so my gloves have this little bar in it to grab, so it's a little awkward positioning the handles. So I could just do it without gloves. You know, this bag isn't really hard like those big heavy bags. It's a little softer. I just wear gloves because sometimes when I throw hooks, I'll scrape my skin, right? And sometimes when I throw hooks, it doesn't necessarily land flat. You know, it should, but a lot of times I'll throw my hook and I'll scrape a little bit. And so I wear the gloves so I don't cut open my hands on the bag. Bag burn on my hair, none of that stuff. You know what? I'm going to do it without the gloves. While I'm using these, I'm going to put the gloves away for a minute. No gloves. Don't worry, I'll be right back in the frame. Hanging my gloves up over here off the pull-up bar. While I'm here, a quick dead hang, even though y'all can't see me. Oh. Dead hang feels right on the shoulder and the spine. Alright, you guys ready? Alright, no gloves. Easier for me to hold the handles. Hit subscribe if you're new. We're going to hit this bag with a little bit of resistance. I'm going to practice just a jab for a minute. Alright, now across. Straighten the belt up some. Put them together. Roll this back some. Now here's something interesting for you guys you may not have thought about. I'll show you something, a different version. Vertical punches. Alright, let's say when you throw your punch, in the very last second, you twist your fist over, alright, and hit with your first two knuckles. That is correct. However, if you throw your punch like that, and for some reason you find yourself hitting with the wrong knuckles, but then you throw a vertical punch, and you find yourself hitting with the correct knuckles, then it's okay to throw that vertical punch. Because what's more important is that you land with these first two knuckles. If you land with the weaker knuckles, you can really hurt your hand. Okay? So if you have to throw vertical punches, in order to hit with the correct knuckles, do it. But you know, in Wing Chun, those guys throw vertical punches, and on purpose hit with the wrong knuckles. I don't understand it. They try to hit with the bottom three all at once, which I don't really know if that's really possible because that's not flat altogether. You know, this kind of slopes down more. You know, these two are closer, and these two are closer. I don't know how you could land hitting it with all three bottom knuckles at the same time. I mean, maybe there's a way, because that's what Wing Chun does, but keep hitting with those first two knuckles. They're your strongest knuckles, okay? I want to chill out with this thing for a second. But it is good to use resistance now and then. It'll help you with your arm strength and your punching speed. Your punch power, all that. How about the leg ones? You strap these leg ones on, do some kicks. Now, this thing is designed for these to hook to the belt that I was wearing, which you can do that and you can walk around normal, so it's great. But what I'm wanting it for is more resistance on the kicks more than anything else. And even though I can't walk around normal, strapping it this way, this is going to give my kicks more resistance. So I can't really move as normal, which is why a lot of times it's better just to hook it to the belt, one to your foot, one to the belt. But I want more resistance for my kicks, and so I'm going to do it this way, and then throw my kicks. And do lead leg. It feels so awkward at first, if you feel it trying to pull your leg back down as you pick up the kick, especially when you're trying to do a lead leg kick. It doesn't have as much power as the rear leg kick. Alright, do the back leg. Pull this back out a little. And you got to be real careful not to step on this thing. You'll step on it and trip yourself. You got these bands on your feet. So try to be a little stationary if you're wearing it the way I am. And then just throw your kick. Focus on getting your knee and foot up as quick as you can. While you're wearing this band, I think that's good to do. If you can get your knee up faster, you can throw your kick faster. And to me, the whole point of using this resistance is to get faster kicks. Make sure you're turning your hip over. Just trying to make sure we don't get sloppy with that just because we got resistance. Other side here. Alright, let's go for speed. Woo! Yeah, this really adds a lot. Makes your kicks way harder. You got this resistance on you. Well, I did a few push kicks with the other leg, so I better do it with this leg. Train one side more than the other. That's okay if you mainly fight with just one side for it. I want to try that both sides strong with the majority of my techniques. Alright, I'm taking these bands off. No more bands. Band's done. Take my first sip of water. What do you guys think? Should we see how fast we can knock out 100 kicks? Well, before I do that actually, I just want to throw a few random kicks because I was just kicking with the bands on. Even though I didn't do it for very long. Usually I do it for longer. But usually if you've been kicking with the bands on, when you take them off, you're like, whoa! And you feel way faster. Whether you are or not, it is easier because your body was having to adapt to the resistance, and now all of a sudden it doesn't have to. Other side. Leg. Lead leg on the side. All right. Now, what do you say? We see how fast we can knock out 100 kicks. All right. So, it's one of the fastest way, if you're just trying to get numbers repetition-wise, to throw 100 kicks. We're going to do round kicks. They're going to be kind of modified round kicks, because we might not completely turn over. We might just turn over a little bit, because we're going to throw around and then sit down. So that next round kick, we're not even resetting our stance. We're just throwing. Let me see how many I can do right now before I need rest. I'm a little tired, so I might need rest sooner than I did last time I did this. So now sometimes I have this in some of my other workouts where we're doing them sets of 10. We hit back 10 times, catch your breath for a few seconds, do it 10 times again, and we spend maybe a minute and a half, 2 minutes knocking out 100. But I just want to see how many I can do before I actually need rest. I want to see if I can blast out 100 in one go. I'm not sure if I can or not right now, but we'll see. All right, let's go for it. That's a little much. That was 100. Ooh. Yep. That was a little much for me. Maybe in a few weeks. Maybe in a few weeks I can do that. But I'm not gonna bust out 100 in a row like that anytime again soon. At least not for a few weeks. Build my cardio up a little bit more. Gotta do it a little bit slower than that. But I didn't really start having any issues until I got past 60 or 70. And that's when I knew, okay, I'm starting to run out of breath. But as I kept going, kept getting closer, I'm like, all right, I ain't gonna quit. I'm gonna do it. 100 all the way. But you know, I don't know if that'll knock them out faster than my normal way of throwing 10 and resting for a few seconds and going again. I think my normal way might knock them out faster because doing it like this, I need a longer recovery before I kick the bag again. But when I throw 10 kicks and then I rest for like 5-6 seconds and I throw 10 more, I can go almost indefinitely. So, but it was fun to do. I wanted to see if I could knock out 100 all at once. I already knew I could do 50. Because in one of my other workouts this past week, I did 50 all at once. I didn't have any problems there. That's why I was thinking maybe just go ahead and do 100. But we did them. So if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe, okay? This t-shirt I'm wearing, you can buy it at my merch shop in the description of the YouTube channel. It's also other stuff, coffee mugs, stuff like that. So they're not too expensive because I tried to keep the prices real low because I knew I was going to be one of the main buyers. You know what I mean? All right, walk it off a little. Yeah, I needed too much recovery after those 100 kicks. 100 kicks in a row like that. So clearly, when I do my next kickathon, I think I will have to keep it in sets. But I can do more than sets of 10. I can do it in sets of 20, 30, 40, even 50 I think would be okay. But doing it in a set of 100, it's a little rough towards the very end. All right. Got my rich hands. Boom. Boom. Rich hand. Rich hand. Jab, cross, rich hand, rich hand. Elbow, 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 back to punch. My elbow's a little slippery because I'm sweating now. My bag's sweaty. Turn it around, maybe get the other side of the bag. Ooh. That was interesting. You all see that? My elbow, backwards elbow. You just need to get on the inside. Elbow, 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 boom. Elbow, backwards elbow, elbow, backwards elbow. Okay. Elbow, backwards elbow, elbow, backwards punch. Let's see if we can try that a few times. You need to get in. You need to get on the inside. I don't know about you guys, but I love the sound of that rhythm where it goes like that, one right after the other. It sounds great to me. How's everybody doing? Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Hope you've been enjoying this time. Hope you're going to enjoy a good time with your family tomorrow. Eat lots of food. Don't forget to exercise. You may not have time to exercise tomorrow. You should exercise today and the day after tomorrow because you'll be eating a lot of food tomorrow. So, and I went to the gym yesterday to lift weights. Did this today. Also filmed a martial art class this morning. It's already up on the channel. And what else? And I'll probably work out the day after Thanksgiving as well. I'll probably go back and lift more weights that day. Feel like I'm going to eat a lot of food. I might focus on weightlifting during that time period so that food has somewhere to go and become other than fat and become muscle. So, all right, I'm going to start winding it down, fellas. I'm going to start cooling it down. If you guys are new, hit that subscribe button, okay? I appreciate everybody that joined in, supporting the channel by watching. Don't forget to tap that subscribe button. You can like the video. Go check out the workout videos. I have free fitness kickboxing workouts on the channel. And I'm also starting to do martial art classes on the channel. Got a martial art class up for beginners, lesson 1 that I posted today, where I teach you from the basic jab cross all the way to round kicks and side kicks and turning round kicks. So for anybody that needs help learning how to do the basics, check out that video. If you just want to get in shape, check out any of the fitness kickboxing videos. If you're short on time, click on one of the 10-minute quick fix videos. It's just busting out a workout as fast as you possibly can. For the most part, all cardio on most of those. Just hitting the bag non-stop. So, I like doing the stuff that I'm doing right now for both the warm-up and a cool-down, where I don't really think too much about what I'm doing. Just kicking my feet out and feeling what my body wants to do and going for it. It works great for a warm-up too. And sometimes even I'll tuck down some of this one. It looks a little funky, but it activates the obliques. I always like to do this because it releases your back, releases your lower back. Yeah, I'll pop my neck sometimes. Stretch out my hamstring here. Oh yeah. To the side. Move this bag out of the way. We do some more traditional stretches. We do some traditional stretches from Taekwondo class back in the day, right? I can't get as low as I could back then, but this side stretch that you start going to, this is the one that if you get flexible enough, eventually becomes the side splits. You know, Jean-Claude Van Damme style, you know. I'm just going to hold this for a little bit, 10 seconds or so. And then I'm going to go to the side. I'm trying to do these stretches more. I'd stopped doing them. And I was mostly just stretching hamstrings. And now I'm trying to get back into these more traditional stretches because they're very good for your kicks. You start doing this, if you do it several times a week, you'll start getting lower and lower to the ground. And your kicks will get higher and better. Back to the center one more time. Try to go out a little wider. You can even put wax paper under your feet, which will make your legs slide easier. But then you just have to make sure you hold yourself up and don't hurt yourself. All right. Inch it in. And I'm going to stay down here. And I'm going to hang. This stretches my hamstrings and my lower back. Feels wonderful. Do a slight little rock. Can you do a slight rock? Just barely. I'm going to reach to my right side. And I'm going to reach to my left side. Oh, I'm going to go back down and do a cat-cow. You're in cow. Now you're in cat. Middle of your spine goes towards the ceiling. Cow. Cat. Now child's pose. Child's pose, everybody. Very good for your lower back. I always like to follow up child's pose with cobra, which is good for your abs. It's good for just stretching out if you've been working them, but it's also good for your back, I feel. I can feel it in my back in combination with child's pose. Going back and forth between child's pose and cobra feels awesome on my lower back. All right, one more bonus. Remember back. Send my knee that way and look the other way. Sometimes you're going to pop. Got no pop today. You're going to do the other leg. All right. That'll do for that. Back to my feet. All right, everybody. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Like I said, if you're new, hit the subscribe button. Go check out the merch shop. You can get this t-shirt, among other things. So I'll see you guys around, okay? Subscribe. Keep kicking it.